said, hey, hey, today is Thursday.
First friends, then wives,
Now moms. Hey, today.
follow us on our journey.
Hey, today. Hey, today is Thursday. Are you ready? I said, hey, hey, today is Thursday.
Trey Fresh killing the beat. Trey Fresh killing the beat. Trey Fresh killing the beat.
Hello, 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 everyone. It's Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Mayhem. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment below. On today's video, we're going to be talking about shopping for baby on a budget. Yes, on a budget. I am a firm believer in sale shopping. When you think about it, your child is gonna always need things. And I have just tried to kind of make it my mission that if I really want something, to do the research, to get really good deals. So people, we all know everybody wants to feel like they're getting a good deal. It's one thing to feel like you're getting a good deal, and it's another thing to actually be getting a great deal. It makes you feel way better, and it helps you explain to the husband. And I'm aware that not everybody is kind of up on the different avenues that you can go through to find affordable things for your baby. That's where this video comes in. I shop all the time. I really do. I shop all the time. I do lots of research. I really like gadgets. There's a running joke in my family that there is an Amazon package on my door every single day. Things to make my life easier, whether it be for cooking or household items. And so shopping for my baby is no different. I want him to have the best of everything. And if I can do that, working around my budget, then I will. So the first item that I want to talk about is, it was actually one of like my most prized possessions. I think my baby was like 3 or 4 months old, and he was starting to kind of like, you know, move around more. It was making my task harder to do housework, clean, cook, and do all of these things with the baby like demanding all of my attention. And so I had a talk with a friend of mine who suggested an activity center. I had seen them before, but I had never really looked into it. And it's not something that I got on my registry, so I was just kind of working with what I had at the time. My mom also suggested something similar to that, so I said, okay, let's do some research. So I went on OfferUp, and I ended up finding this amazing activity center. Like, literally, the guy, he said his son used it minimally, but it's just been in their garage forever. He just wanted to get rid of it. It's in excellent condition. And of course, when you're buying things for your baby, like sanitation and all of these things are like your #1 priority, because what they're around has to be cleaned. So I did some research on different ways to make sure that it is sterilized, that it is cleaned properly. I ended up getting a Even Flow Exercise Triple Fun Activity Center. Of course, as I'm doing my research, I'm like, okay, how much does this thing cost regular price? Because I had went on Amazon and looked at activity centers, and they were, you know, a little bit out of the budget. So I just decided to kind of go on OfferUp and ended up finding this amazing one for so much cheaper. But I said, okay, this exact one, let me do the research and see how much. I found one for $134.99. Kohl's, Amazon, all of these places, they're around the same. And I got this activity center for $10, people. $10. I couldn't make this up if I tried. $10. I was so excited. I told everybody about it. I ended up driving. Yeah, he wasn't like super local, but he was close enough. I drove about 30 minutes to go pick it up. I had my nephew / bodyguard come with me, and Yeah, we drove and talked and had some bonding time, but yes, I drove about 25 to 30 minutes to go get this. We met at a bank parking lot. If you are shopping on OfferUp and Let Go and all these places, please make sure that you are with someone, and please make sure that you are meeting in public locations. I cannot stress this enough, because I know there have been instances where people have found themselves in unsafe environments and unsafe situations. And I feel like being safe is your number one priority. Saving the money is not. Being safe is your number one priority. So again, please make sure that you're with someone. If you're a woman, preferably a man, and make sure that you are meeting in public places, preferably not nighttime, but public places, ideally daytime, and ideally a place that you know has adequate videotape surveillance. So that's why we met at a Chase Bank. It was perfect. He pulled up, gave it to me, and left. But $10, people, $10. The next item that I want to discuss is my jogging stroller. So I was having kind of a hard time after having the baby to get back into my workout regimen. For the baby shower, on my registry was a travel system that came with a stroller and a car seat. However, I'm used to kind of jogging in different types of terrain. I'm used to walking and working out, and that stroller just wasn't cutting it for me. So I was having a problem, and I had did some research about getting the jogging stroller. I was a little apprehensive just because I didn't want to be investing too much money in something else. When I did have a stroller, it just wasn't built for what I was trying to do as far as jogging with the baby. And so I looked on OfferUp, looked on Let Go, looked online, looked on Amazon, and nothing really piqued my interest. Nothing really made me feel like I was getting a good deal. I just happened to drive by a yard sale. At the yard sale, I'm like, oh, that's a jogging stroller. If you're not familiar, jogging strollers have 3 wheels, typically, instead of 4. One big one in the front and 2 big ones in the back. They look way bigger and way more durable than regular strollers. They usually have a shade that will kind of cover the baby. They usually have higher handlebars so that you can kind of push and stroll really easily. They also typically have like a space in front of the baby where you can put snacks and bottles. They also have the same thing on your end in the handlebars. They usually have something to throw your keys in, like a little compartment, or and they would also have like a space for you to put your water bottles. In pushing that and the regular stroller, you can totally tell the difference. It is way smoother to walk with a jogging stroller. They are bigger, they are bulkier, so they're really not ideal in my opinion, because I don't have an SUV yet. It's not ideal for me on a day-to-day basis, but when I am working out, it is perfect because it glides like no other. So I pulled over, I'm like, oh, this looks like it's in pretty good shape. I ended up coming across 2 young ladies that were just trying to get it out of their house. I ended up getting a Babies R Us jogging stroller for $17. I am not making this up. $17. Typically they range roughly like $100, a little more than that. But because Babies R Us is closed down, I wasn't able to find like how much it cost originally. However, I did find one that was comparable that literally looks exactly like my stroller on Bye Bye Baby for $430. Literally. I took this home, I took the stroller home, I scrubbed it, I disinfected it from head to toe. I had it really looking like something. So, when I tell you I clean it, I mean, I clean it. You know, what do they say? From the rooter to the tutor. I clean it top to bottom, because you want your baby to have the best stuff. You don't want your baby in nothing dirty. Nothing dirty. So I brought it in. Like I said, it was a little dusty. So, of course, I have my trusty gloves. I have my bowl with my cleaning agent, and I have my disinfectant wipes. So far, I've gotten everything real good. We're almost back to new. Even all of this is like almost back to new. I scrubbed it down. This is my $17 jogging stroller. Scrubbed all of this down. It's still wet. But my $17 jogging stroller, we getting it back to new. So it's still a little wet, but it'll do the trick. And as I said, I find stuff for the low. And voila, just like new. Orange ain't dusty, dingy, or nothing. Just like new. Let it dry for a couple days and can't tell me nothing. If you have a baby and you pass by and you see people that are selling things, a lot of times these people have bought these things and their kid has never used this. Some of it is still in the box. Do the research while you're sitting there negotiating with the people selling it, because I never just take the regular price and go. Like, I always negotiate, because that's what this type of shopping is all about, is being able to negotiate. So literally, as you're talking, pull up Amazon and pull up that exact same thing. Look at it, look at what the brand is, and see how much it costs, regular price. I mean, I do that everywhere. Ross, Marshalls, a lot of their stuff is discounted, and it does help to know what it costed originally versus what you're getting it for, because as I said before, you always want to know you're getting a great deal. Another item that I kind of want to speak on is a easy carry bassinet that I ended up finding at a yard sale. Not the same one as the jogging stroller, a totally different yard sale. And you guys, I love it. It's really pretty. It's like basket type with a long, sturdy handle where you can kind of pick your baby up and boom, wherever, in the house, for a walk, whatever you want to do. It's really cute. Now, unfortunately, I ended up finding this bassinet later on in my child's life, so my kid is like way too big to be in this bassinet. But I could not pass this bassinet up because this thing was $4. Now, she quoted me $5, I talked her down to $4. It was $4, and please take a look at it, because I just couldn't leave it. I was like, even if I repurpose it for something else until I have another baby, then I will do that. But it's beautiful. It has a really nice cushion at the bottom. It has a removable fabric that covers the whole thing that you can wash, which I did. And and then you can always, sanitize the handles and everything. But it was in great condition. And what I ended up doing was repurposing it as a toy bin. Because again, I had been on Amazon looking. When he was younger, he didn't really have that many toys, but now that he's getting older, Christmas has passed by, those toys are kind of, piling up. I can't leave Marshall's without getting him one little toy or ball or something. So yeah, the toys are piling up. I'm looking for ways that I can store them. It's open enough where he can go and like walk around it and see everything that's in there and just look at it like it's candy. And then who knows, I may keep it as that, or the next time I get pregnant, I may end up using it, who knows. But $4, you don't leave that. Even at $5, that would have been a good deal. But as I said before, you never take, that's a part of the game, is negotiating. Yard sales, downtown LA shopping, OfferUp, Let Go, all of these places, you can't do that in regular stores. So it's a good thing that you're able to negotiate. So always negotiate, always. $4, couldn't beat that. I absolutely love it. I washed it up. I had it looking like brand spanking new. And then I just started throwing all his toys in there. perfect for me and my little family. Last but not least, I ended up finding a top and bottom baby bed that is collapsible. So I found this at a yard sale. I was driving by again and saw a whole bunch of baby stuff, parked, walked up, and here's this baby blue baby bed. It was super cute. There's a space at the bottom for storage and there's a space at the top for sleep. Like the bassinet, I would have liked to have it while my child was a bit younger. I was thinking about something that was collapsible that wouldn't take up a whole bunch of space for the baby to nap in during the day. And so I was thinking, you know, this is perfect. This is perfect. We can get this. It was in really good condition. The lady showed me how to set it up, how to collapse it, how to use all the functionalities on it. And so I was definitely with it. It looked like it was in great condition. She had a mattress that was brand spanking new in the original packaging, unopened with the plastic still on it, that came with it. And she was like, okay, $7. And in my mind, I was like, $7. But what came out of my mouth was $5. And she was like, take it. So I was super excited about that. The last two items, the bassinet and the baby bed, they are, I don't know if they're name brand or not. The brand is not on them, so I wasn't able to look up the exact product for original pricing. However, in doing the research and just finding others, the baby bed alone is like $75, you know, and then the bassinet is around $50 or so, something similar to that. But for $4 and $5, you cannot beat these deals. So excited about the baby bed. I immediately took it home. Of course, as I'm buying all this stuff, my husband is like, what are you bringing? Like, just on a regular Saturday morning, like, okay, I'm gonna go work out. And then I come home like, oh, can you pull that stuff out of the car? And it's like beds and bassinets and activity centers. All of these things that I'm finding, but I'm trying to show him the bigger picture. And as I tell him these amazing deals that I'm getting price-wise, he cannot say much. I mean, he likes the idea of the bassinet being used for his toys as somewhere that we can always go, drop it off. And then in teaching him how to clean up for himself, he knows where his toys go. He knows where to go get them when he wants them, and he knows where to put them back when he wants to put them back. So in learning how to maneuver through this toy business without slipping on a toy car and falling, I want to give them a designated space. So the bassinet is awesome. The baby bed is awesome. I also cleaned that up really nicely. I'm getting in all of the crevices. Then after I'm done washing everything, scrubbing everything, I'm going to Lysol it down and Febreze it down and have it smelling all fresh. But this is nice. It has this part, you put the thing in there, and then you can unzip it and put stuff in the bottom part, which I'm about to scrub also. So yeah, that's that. All right. Get some gloves, get some Clorox, get some all-purpose cleaner, and scrub everything down really good, you guys. Leave no stone unturned. That's the way you make stuff like new. If it comes apart and you can throw it in the washer, take it apart. You can even film how you took it apart so that you know how to put it back, and throw it in the washer. Lysol has a product that you can disinfect clothes without having to use bleach. So if it's something that is a color, it's colorful, or you're not supposed to use bleach, please look. Or, for things that are not detachable, scrub them down. So this is just part one. This is part one because I am, as I said, I'm always purchasing stuff. I'm always finding things. And even if it's brand new stuff that I want to throw on the OfferUp page, I will. Even if it's brand new stuff that I want to give to someone, I will. I'm constantly buying stuff. So this is definitely going to be a segment. Please stay tuned for the next one. But this is just part one. I hope this showed you a few things just as far as being able to buy brand name items for your baby on a budget. It does take a little more work, but I mean, if my son can be in something that's super high quality rather than me buying something brand spanking new that's nowhere near as good as it just doesn't make any sense. So that's where I am. And please stay tuned for the next video. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Subscribe to our channel. Please do that. Comment below. If there's any questions that you may have about this process, please comment below and I will help you to the best of my ability. And share this video if you think that other people would find this helpful, and like this video. And please hit the notification bell so that you will always be in the know every time we drop an upload, because it will be every single Thursday, like clockwork. Every single Thursday. So please stay in the know. It was a pleasure talking with you all today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time.